Hey, brother teacher here. Have you ever asked yourself the question, what would you do if it seemed as though everything around you began to fail? Are you prepared for a tragedy or travesty, some might say? Are you prepared, for example, if the banks were to fold and go under? Do you have some assets? Do you have some money put away somewhere? Do you even have gold or silver, maybe platinum, saved in just in case? Do you have insurance? Ever consider that? And what if the grocery stores were to close? Do you have at least the skills to grow your own food? Do you have that capacity? Do you own land? And what will happen if you lost your job? Do you have a backup plan, a plan B, a plan C, or D? Have you ever considered this? It is important that we understand that we are ultimately in control of our own lives, not some outside entity, not the government. The government has its own agenda. The government has its own purpose, but it's not to make us secure in ourselves. We must do that for ourselves. We must have the diligence. We must have the wherewithal to provide for ourselves if in the event something were to happen to change our present conditions. So I ask you again, are you prepared if a national emergency were to occur? Or would you feel resigned to the idea of just picking up a phone and calling the police, 911, fire department, or some government agency to fix your problem for you? You have to learn. But first of all, before you learn, you must decide if you're dependent or independent. To a great degree, we will always be dependent on someone else. For example, if your house is on fire, you're going to call 911 emergency, and you want the fire department to come and put it out. If you have an intruder in your home, hopefully you would think that the police would come and help that situation. But ultimately, again, it all lies within your own hands. Do you own a weapon to protect yourself according to the Constitution's dictates? Second Amendment. You do indeed have a right to bear arms to protect yourself and your property. Have you considered that, or are you afraid of a weapon? It's so easy to say, well, if in the event something happened, I just dial 911. I think really that's a coward move. We have to learn to man up and to woman up and to do those things that we should do for our families and be that total security for our families and ourselves, and not place it on someone else, some third party. Now, they do indeed have their own, responsibilities to us, but it's not the police job to sit outside your home and be on call at your beck and call. Nor is it the job of the fire department or the emergency medical technicians to be sitting right around the corner just because you have a splinter in your finger. What is it that you can do for yourself? Learn to do for yourself, as Lincoln said. Learn to do what you can and should do for yourself and not rely upon someone else to do it for you. Have you ever considered this? Just something for you to think about. And I want to say that I did indeed cover most of the things that I had in my notes. I did mention earlier, do you have the capacity to grow your own food? Or do you just take for granted the fact that you can just run to the grocery store, to Kroger's, to some major Remke or some other shopping mart and pick up some milk and bread and eggs and meat and so forth? But what if they were not there? What if you went to the bank and the bank was closed? What if you were not able to access the ATM? Ever consider that? These are words for you to ponder, my friend. Let me know what your comments are in the comment section below. And I thank you again. This is Brother Teacher. You be blessed. Have a great day.